Hi, my name's Gay and I'm the lead for the interchurch charity Worthing for Refugees, which is kind of hosted by Maybridge Community Church. Some of you have been asking how the refugee families are doing during lockdown, and now we're just about to enter another lockdown. How are they doing? How are we supporting them? So I thought I'd give a bit of an update on how they're doing and what the other activities of the charity are. So we're currently supporting 3 Syrian refugee families in Worthing, and generally they're doing quite well. There have obviously been some challenges. During the first lockdown, we realised actually that they, on the whole, don't know much about the internet. So while they all have smartphones, they use them mainly for phone calls and video calls and social media, but they don't know how to Google, they don't know how to use laptops. So any access to the internet for all sorts of things, including Zoom and just information, has been quite challenging. So if we resettle more Syrian refugee families in the future, I'd certainly want to prioritise digital literacy moving forward. Now, there are several children amongst these 3 families, and there was a mixture of education that happened while they were at home. One of the children was still able to go to school, which was just brilliant for English language learning for her. One of the families was quite good at teaching their children. Another of the families felt that their language wasn't good enough to help, and there was again difficulty accessing the online learning from the school. So that had some other challenges there. We were able to keep in touch with the families through WhatsApp video, WhatsApp messages or phone calls, or in the summer months we were able to meet outside, and they really appreciated the support we were able to give them. English learning kind of came to a bit of a halt, which was a shame. We tried very hard to help them to learn online, but as I've said before, the learning from digitally was just too much of a barrier. However, this lockdown that's just starting today, I'm pleased to say that one of the English classes is continuing face to face. Another is online, but now they've learnt how to do it. So we're in a much better place now with the English learning. We've had some good news. One of the dads has started part-time employment, and because he's over a certain financial threshold, the benefit cap will no longer apply. So this family should be financially much better off going forward. So we're really pleased about that. Another of the dads is on a college course, actually 2 college courses, so he's working really hard, sometimes going into college, sometimes learning online, and this forms part of his pathway to employment. So that's really good news. Generally the children are doing well. The family that the children weren't able to learn during lockdown earlier in the year, we're just not sure yet how that will affect them moving forward, but they're getting very good support from the school. So that's good. Earlier in the year, before lockdown, we were partnering with another Christian charity, Family Support Work, on running a monthly drop-in. That's had to stop because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And we've not been able to replace that with anything online. Just the way it runs, it just wouldn't work. So we are looking at other alternatives to that. But I think it's likely that that won't restart until sometime next year. However, we have been exploring a language cafe, either online or in small groups, outside, inside, and we're still exploring that at the moment. And we would like to open that up to asylum seekers as well as refugees. So we're in contact with the local council over this, and a small group of volunteers are working on that. So we hope that we'll be able to launch that soon. As I say, we're still in the exploring stage at the moment. So I think that's probably an update for you. Please continue to pray for the charity. Pray that we would be able to empower and make a real difference to these refugee families, that they would begin to feel that their life has hope and a future, and that God would bless them. And we'd appreciate prayer for the language cafe, that we would be able to make the right connections to get that started. And please pray also that the pandemic would not have too much a detrimental effect on the families, but that they would continue to thrive. Thank you for listening. Bye.